And welcome back to episode 92 of the Hit the
Nice.
Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and punk ass co-host, Malcolm. The birds ain't welcome in Florida this winter, King.
And we still the greatest, like Muhammad Ali said.
Okay.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. What's going on, fellas?
You know, it's another one. We here. I got my Brody in the building. Less dirty bird motherfucking snipe. How you feeling, G?
Raise your hand.
Let's go.
Look, I did it too. He's stupid. Les is stupid.
This motherfucking work meeting in this bitch.
We raised the bar all 22. You know.
Yeah.
Listen, the funny thing is when he raised his hand, he definitely jumped you like a checkerboard.
He did,
He was
didn't
on
he?
top. But of course, we here to first and foremost recap the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I guess before we do start, I know Les wasn't with us last week to make his predictions, but
Oh yeah, he wasn't there. That's
Jersey actually got all 6 correct.
Really?
Yeah, and he even got the spread on the 49ers game, so he must know his team.
Jersey should have put some money on the book somewhere.
Listen, you said what?
Should have put his money where his mouth was.
Listen,
Right.
I mean, we don't know that he didn't. We ain't in his pockets or his.
That's true.
Well, he is
That's
from
true.
here, so he have to have
Right.
somebody out of town to do that.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Second place was me, of course, with 5 out of the 6, and then Malk and Coach Mike tied with 4 out of 6.
Damn.
That motherfucking Cowboys game fucked me up.
Cowboys, yeah.
Bruh.
And they, boy, go ahead. Y'all want to start with
Man.
them?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Please, man.
Go ahead,
All
Les. What you got?
I'm gonna make this short and sweet to the point. 14 fucking penalties, my nigga.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. I thought it was 15, but yeah,
Like what?
Man.
in a playoff game.
Gosh, and then when I was watching the Cowboys game, all right, Dak was not regular Dak. Okay, this was an off game Dak, but on top of that, the defense gave up like 7 penalties on like 3rd down. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all are undisciplined.
Even the offensive line was jumping off side or false starting off the whole
71. False start, 71. False start, 71. Yo, who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
Get him the fuck out of there. You know how, listen, he'd be running laps during the game.
Right, on the sideline.
Right,
Him.
run around, and you better not touch that side, their side of the. You better go on the outside of them. Don't run through them, run around them.
So that goes back to prove my point, though, y'all, real quick. Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys are who we thought they were. Mike McCarthy was only a somewhat successful coach because of Aaron Rodgers and the team that he was on. I hate to say it.
You're right.
And the Cowgirls, again, always look good on paper. Once again, I compare it to food or a woman online or whoever. Hey, that picture looks good. Profile picture looks good. Boy, see them in person. Damn, you ugly as hell or some shit. Or you're not as cute. You know what I'm saying? As the picture.
He said he
hit the drive off.
Like, oh shit, that's not me. I'm not him. I'm not Cliff.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Hey, y'all, perfect comparison. Friday, Smokey and old girl. I look like what she say, Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
And she pull up. She ain't Janet Jackson.
Right.
Rest in peace, her soul. By the way, the lady who we're talking about from the movie, I believe she's not with us.
Yeah,
but
that's old girl from the Parkers.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. I just wanted to say is Jerry Jones, you do too much spending on what looks good on paper, bro. You can't get it done. Y'all can't get it done. Y'all won't.
That's very
y'all
accurate.
Y'all won't.
Why did Pollard only have 4 carries?
Who? Pollard.
Yeah, that's
number 2 running back.
That's actually what I was running. That's actually what I was wondering is why they weren't running the ball so much.
Because they're dumb as hell.
That didn't make sense to me, and it was crazy because even Ezekiel Elliott was getting yardage off his runs, and I was just looking like, why aren't you running the ball? Like it didn't make sense to me.
I seen Zeke hit that hole, bro. I seen that man get 9 yards on one clip. I said,
listen, whip motherfuckers hanging off of him. Stop it.
So Zeke's not done yet?
Oh no. You can tell. So what it looked like to me, I don't even think it's a prime thing. What it looked like to me, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's fair, right? But it kind of looked like to me how certain seasons you'll see LeBron take the regular season off, and then you'll see him turn it up when the playoffs is on, like show you what he can really still do. That's what it looked like with Zeke. It almost looked like he was taking the regular season off because he had Tony Pollard. And then when it was his time to have the ball, I'll still show you I'm the old Ezekiel Elliott. Because he looked crazy out there. I was impressed. But with being impressed, I was still thinking, Tony Pollard's your better running back. Why is he not touching the ball?
And he's underpaid.
Right.
He should leave.
He didn't even get the check yet. Zeke got the check.
Right.
Yeah, he should leave. Tony should leave for real.
Zeke deserved the check though. He just ain't really, like Malk said, he ain't really done nothing since he got it. And I don't know that is really, I don't know if that speaks to his game or his ability. I think that speaks more so to a situation that he's not really feeling. I think if you got Zeke in a real situation, like a real shot, you would see him run like the beast he is every play. But I think he has the same feeling Malk has. Like, this motherfucker just look good on paper. Like, we're not good enough. Yeah, and I'm not about to kill myself if we're not good enough. Now, it looked like he was willing to kill himself in that motherfucking game.
49ers.
Yeah.
He was putting in work, man.
It wasn't Niners. It was Cowboys and
the Niners.
The 49ers.
Yeah.
Was it? Wait.
Did
the Niners play the Rams?
No.
Oh, Cardinals. That's right. My bad, y'all. I'm with y'all now. That's right.
Yeah, Cardinals got. But that's another story. Yo, Tony Pollard and Zeke should have got that ball more. Would have took the pressure off of Dak, because then instead of it being in 3rd and 15, because you're number 71.
Go false start.
What is his name? Lael Williams. Who, bro? 71. Unique cut, bro.
We should know it by now. All the times they kept. Well, no, they calling his number out. I'm sorry.
They said 71, false start, 71, holding, 71. I'm like, yo, get this nigga out the game.
Right. He's a liability.
Bro, you can't be starting. You can't start on a good side of the field or in good, nigga, 35. As
a peewee, we would still be running laps right now. With the game on Saturday, we would still be running laps right now.
You can't commit 14 penalties, man. And 9 of them or 7 of them came from offense. And in defense, you bail them out on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 5. You're giving holding calls. Why are you holding past 5? Why are you touching that man? If you need help, you need to switch up assignments. This is the playoffs. You only get one shot. This ain't game 7. You don't get game 7 games.
What was it? Was it a ineligible player downfield call they had too?
Down the field, bro.
It was all kinds of shit. That when I saw all the penalties, I was like, oh, they just don't want to win this game. And then, mind you, all the Cowboys fans are upset about that last play call where the ref didn't touch the ball, so he had to pick it up and replace it, and the clock ran out. That was Dak Prescott's fault.
Yeah,
Dak Prescott should have never ran the ball beforehand to pick up a measly 4 fucking yards. If you're not going to get the first in that situation, don't run the ball. Throw it away.
He got the first, and I seen the replay. Okay.
First, because if he got the first, the clock would have stopped.
So, I don't know in the NFL that they stop the clock on the thing like college do. I'm not sure if that rule still applies.
That might be right. That might be
I don't think that rule still applies. But if it did, he would have been saved by some time.
I don't think he got the first, though.
But he ran. But the thing is, why did it take him so long to get on the ground was my question. If he was running,
slid. It was an awkward slide as always, but he slid.
He said as always.
Why did he give the ball to the center? And they showed the instant replay. The ref is running to come spot. Right. Bro, turn around. The nigga's behind you. Turn around. Give him the ball. Then you would have snapped it. Y'all would have been able to stop the clock.
They still wouldn't have been able to. They still wouldn't. Even if he turned around as the ref was running up and handed him the ball, he still wouldn't have been able to get a play off by the time the ref set that ball.
He maybe would have had a second, bro.
I don't believe so.
But I think he should have threw the ball rather than thrown the ball. It's easier for you to get yards faster by throwing than it's running. So I would have threw the ball, maybe got an out route. Because they were punching it down the field. You see how they were just lobbing that thing down the field. They was making progress. And they only had 40 seconds to start.
Right.
So they started with good field position.
Right.
And it was, I don't know, but that was on them. But yeah, like my boy Stephen A. Smith said, you are who we thought they were.
Every year. Every year.
Fuck Stephen A. Smith. Like my boy Malcolm said, they've been who we thought they've been.
Right. Every year.
We ain't repping no fucking ESPN over here.
Right.
Fuck them clowns. I'm just playing. You know that's Disney and Chinese supposed to be involved in that. You don't want to get knocked off before you get started.
No.
Right. Yeah, look, we love everybody.
Listen.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, breaking news. Just got a link from, I believe it's Bleacher Report. It says Michigan sources say Jim Harbaugh would accept the Raiders head coaching job if offered.
I heard that he was more interested in re-signing with Michigan.
Yeah, this just popped up on the watch. This just came through on the watch.
I was just watching, and that may be right now. You know, they may have got his answer, but I was just watching ESPN, and they said that he would be at the moment more interested in Michigan because now that he had a better season than he's had before, they can restructure his contract back to where he would get $8 million this year, plus potential incentives or whatever.
That's a nice chunk, bro.
Right.
He's gonna be up there. Gonna be up there with the Nick Sabans of the world.
And you got more control in college than you do in the NFL.
You do.
From a literal control standpoint as well as who I want on my team standpoint.
But at the same time, Cliff, realistically, I'm speaking on behalf of Jim Harbaugh if I was him. Like, how many times do you want to keep rolling the dice? Like, on trying to beat Ohio State.
Another,
you know what I mean?
Another bad season in Michigan could ruin you.
Right. Like, I almost would want to leave. Like, even though we got obliterated by Georgia. But I'm saying we beat Ohio State, right?
You talking about Michigan.
Michigan. So all I'm saying is I would leave on a high note if I was going to leave. Because that's going to be hard to try to come back again every year.
I don't care who he gets next year. They ain't beating Ohio State.
It's gonna be I
don't care who he gets next year. They ain't gonna beat Ohio State. Ohio State is one of those teams where they will overcorrect. They'll get rid of everything just to make sure the next team is like. So I don't see them doing that 2 times in a row. I
agree. That's why I think that he'd be better off. Harbaugh.
I agree. Now, with that being said, you are absolutely correct. I do agree. It'd probably be the best bet to go back to the league. Because you don't have the best collegiate record, and it's almost like Baker. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the situation right now, but it's probably best you sit it out as opposed to keep playing and showing there's chinks in your armor.
Would you take him as man? Would you take Harbaugh?
No, I wouldn't like him as the coach of the Raiders. And we had that conversation last week. It's just because the Raiders at this point would need a head coach that would be willing to take over the whole organization. Like, the whole reason why they
Speaking
liked
of that.
Gruden and gave Gruden that big contract is because Gruden said, if I don't turn this shit around in a few years, I'll give my shit back. That was somebody
Right.
that was saying, give me the reins, the full reins. Let me control the ship, and I'll guide us in the right direction.
Right.
Now, Harbaugh is not that guy. His balls ain't big enough. Let's just be 100. Harbaugh's balls ain't big enough to be like, I'll take the coaching job, but only if I can revamp the whole shit. Like I said, the Harbaugh's the type of dude that would keep Derek Carr just to appease the powers that be. But what we need is a coach that's like, nah, fuck that shit. I don't care what y'all like. Y'all ain't been making shit happen. I'll take this over. Get him out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And they finally, like, you guys, Cliff, as Raiders, finally
That's
did what I hoped y'all
1,
would
2, 3. Yeah, that's 4. Okay, I got you, Mike. Mike just gave us his picks through the chat. I appreciate that.
Which Mike?
Coach Mike.
Okay.
You know, OG Mike Brown ain't going smart enough to get on the chat. And
he's not.
He's smart enough. I mean,
no, you said it right. You said it right.
He ain't
Mike
technical
Brown,
enough to,
He ain't smart or technical enough. But what I was going to say is, Cliff, y'all did take a good start in the direction
safe.
I wanted y'all to take. Y'all went ahead and fired Mike Mayock finally.
I seen that.
Okay. Mike getting tatted. He said he's still in the chat at the tatter point.
Is he?
Handle that, baby.
God damn, Mike didn't have.
Get us some new fans. Keep that bitch rolling. No, don't keep it rolling while you getting your attack because he might fuck up.
Right.
He might fuck up on the line.
Mike, I ain't mad at you. Look. Mike then went through his situation, started getting tatted,
He living his best life on his Duval shit. I ain't mad at him.
Hell yeah. But Cliff, you hear? Cliff, you hear me though?
You said hear you about what?
So
about
I said y'all. Nope. I said y'all finally took a step in the right direction as Raiders. Y'all finally went ahead and fired General Manager Mike Mayock.
I saw that, yes sir. And you know that was one of the things I was rooting for this season. I saw that. Thank you.
You a draft guru, bruh. Like I said, what was you bringing to the table for them? What was you bringing to the table for y'all?
I actually don't. I don't like his. I don't dislike his draft picks.
Right.
It's just, situationally, a lot of them fell apart.
Right.
Not due to the field though. It'd be different if it was due to the field.
Off the field, right?
The issue is that it's like, what is the defense doing?
Oh yeah, that too.
What is the defense doing? The defense just couldn't keep up.
You want to talk about that? You want to talk about it now?
You said what? Hold up. What you said, Les?
I said the D line, but we can talk about it.
Well, the D line's great. Hold up. Before we do talk about it, the last thing I do want to get at before we wrap up the Cowboys and move on to the Raiders is the only good thing that's come from, and even before I make this statement, beyond whether or not Dak should have ran or got the first down or whatever the case may be, that was on Dallas for even putting themselves in that position in the first place. They didn't have to be in that position. So if you really want to get busy with it, I don't know if you can blame it on Dak. He didn't have the greatest game because he threw 53.5%, 254 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 69.3 QBR. Now, Jimmy G, on the other hand, didn't do any better. He has 64% completion, 172 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 67.4 QBR.
What was Deebo Samuel's stat line? Because that boy was looking like...
He was working.
He was
working, and you know what? I didn't even write it. Yeah, I didn't even write Deebo's.
The boy Deebo was a running back, a wide receiver.
Well, that's all year. That don't change. That's Deebo's MO. That's what he do.
I like that player. He's gonna have a.
He my favorite player in the NFL.
Deebo Samuel.
Right now,
I like Deebo. I do like Deebo, but I mean, I don't know who my favorite player would be right now.
One of Cooper Kupp ways.
Deebo Samuel is my favorite player in the NFL right now, and the only reason why I say that is because he'll give you whatever. He'll give you anything. He'll give you a run. He'll give you catches. If he gets the ball in his area, it's a caught pass. He got a little bit of speed to him, so don't get burnt. That's a touchdown. Like he's almost like
all around.
He's like the version of Christian McCaffrey that they wish Christian McCaffrey was.
And if he's healthy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not taking anything away from Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Christian McCaffrey is a great running back. Some could say the greatest in the past couple years, barring injury, like you said. But, big but here, he's a better running back than he is a receiver.
True.
Of course.
Now, Debo, on the other hand, is a better receiver than he is a running back. He just has natural running ability, which is why, in my opinion, I would go with the Debo over the Christian, because Debo, you really don't know. Like, you don't know what he's going to do when he hits the line. Christian, you know, based off of formation, he's going to run. He's going to go out for the pass. Only thing that may throw you off is if they throw him in motion and line him up, you know what I mean, on the outside. Then you like, well, shit, you got to adjust to that. But either way, you can gauge what he's going to do in the position he's in based off of formation. Can't do that with Debo Samuels.
Nah,
you just can't. You don't know. You don't know if it's going to be an end around, a pass. You can line him up in an I formation, and he's going to take it straight up.
Yeah, that boy, he don't shy away from the contact.
Listen,
I will say that.
I like
Debo. Debo is what his name says.
I like
Debo.
it. That's my favorite guy right now. But what I was saying was, beyond that, the favorite thing, even though I lost the pick'ems on that pick with Dallas and the 49ers, my favorite thing about that is watching all of the video compilations of the upset Cowboys.
The Cowboy fans every year. I love it. Every single year.
Did you see the dude? Did you see the dude that he threw his beer glass at his TV and broke his TV? Then it's mounted on the wall, right? It's mounted on the wall. He throws his beer glass at the TV, breaks the TV, like makes the lines go through it. Then he walks up on it, hits it like 3 times, rips it off the wall, pulls the strap out, boom, 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 and walks away. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was thinking to myself, like, are the police gonna be called? You might get hit with discharging a firearm inside. Like, stop. Like,
what?
It's Texas. I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Texas,
Cliff.
yeah, in Texas,
I'm sorry, Cliff. Cliff from
in Texas, they probably thought he had a gun range in his living room.
Yeah, probably.
Keep it a buck. But what
Cliff,
you say about?
Remind me of the percentage this fan has in the team's ownership.
Listen, you hear me? You hear me? But you don't know. You don't know. What if he placed a big bet?
I mean, yeah.
I would have placed a decent bet on that game.
He big lost.
As a Cowboys fan.
And that's their problem. See,
I didn't pick them high. Let me stop lying. Let me see what I did pick.
Probably like 3 or 6, I think.
No, I didn't. I did pick them high.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Let me stop lying. I picked them 17.
Oh, I did not. I knew that. What I pick them by?
You picked them 3.
Right. See, I knew if they did win, it was going to be fucking barely.
They
didn't
3.
even win.
I would have did. I'd have picked Dallas to win by like a touchdown or 2, but I just knew that the way that San Fran got into the playoffs, I knew there was that chip on their shoulder, and I was like, this could be a team because Jimmy G just throws the ball, doesn't do too much, kind of follow the Belichick method. He can have some success, but he really didn't need to throw the ball when you had a wide receiver doing everything for him. And their running game, they couldn't stop the run.
Dallas.
He was letting it go though a little bit. Usually Jimmy G's like a car where he's throwing a 5-10 yarder 20 times a game. Like, that's a guaranteed. He's not going down the field. But he threw a couple balls that were down the field that I was like, okay, Jimmy.
That's because you had your boy Diggs, the leading interception holder back there.
Oh, Trayvon?
He was fucking up, though.
He must have been. They lost the fucking game.
He was fucking up. But yeah, no, that was the last thing I wanted to say is them videos, compilations of the Mad Dallas fans, bull. Listen, that shit priceless.
The last thing.
Go ahead.
Stat line said 11 years consecutively making the playoffs, and you have not reached the NFC Championship game. game.
Trash.
That's crazy.
Trash.
Oh,
Trash.
and for all my showerhead listeners out there that may not have watched the game, that was a 49ers win, 23-17. I don't know if we got into that. But yeah, that's just tough. That's tough. But yeah, we can get into my Raiders. I picked the Bengals in this game. I already knew what it was. And the whole reason for you, Les, because you wasn't on last week, the whole reason is Derek Carr can only be expected to throw at maximum 2 touchdowns a game. At maximum.
That's terrible.
Now, the issue then becomes the fact that you throw a touchdown per week, damn near. I think he had maybe 3 or 4 weeks he didn't throw a touchdown. So I can guarantee if you throw 2 touchdowns, you throw at least 1 interception, which is going to even out that ratio. And then you're going against a gunslinger like Joe Burrows, who will give you 4 touchdowns in the past 3 games coming into the playoffs. Man, they can't compete with that. The Raiders just cannot compete with that. The only way that happens is if the defense really holds true. And they did decent, but they're still not there yet.
More Chase, baby.
It's tough. But yeah, once again, Chase is definitely a problem. For my shower heads, Bengals won that 26-19. Derek Carr throws for an astonishing 53.7% completion. 310 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
300. Oh my gosh.
For a 69.2 QBR. Now, after I'm reading off all these QBRs, I think y'all can see where I'm getting at when I get to the Jalen Hurts situation. So we'll get to that after this. But
right, okay.
That is Derek Carr stats. Now, Joe Burrows, on the other hand, 70.6 completion percentage, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 110.4 QBR. Now,
that's how you.
Right, that's expected of a Joe Burrow, right? I almost expect Joe to throw 1 more touchdown pass in that game.
I do too.
But the fact that you can throw 2 and still slide by with that 26-19.
Good defense.
It is defense. No, it is defense as well.
Or is the Raiders offense what we thought they were? And the offense, and your quarterback, the captain of your offense, is not that great, which we know they're not.
So, okay, that's funny that you bring that up, right? And yes, I will answer that question. Yes, they were what we thought they were. They were what we said they were from the start of this season, if you remember. Remember I said if the Raiders make the playoffs, they're out of there in the first round.
Oh, yeah. We said this.
They're out of there, and there's no way they get past that first round. Derek Carr's not built for it.
Should never been there to begin with. They should just tank.
Listen, but hold up. What was I about to say before I said that?
I was saying they are who we thought they were, and I was saying that
I do remember you saying that.
I was saying that they yeah, bro, your boy's the quarterback. He's the captain of the team, and he can't lead y'all, bro. He can't lead y'all offense.
I mean, that's what it come down to for real. Now, I gave Miss P's last week or maybe the week before for getting through the game in that turmoil with the locker room shit, and that's what I was getting at. Is the only reason why I would say it. Well, really, it comes down to Carr is who he thought he is. I wouldn't quite say the team because Carr learned to hit Henry Ruggs. He just started hitting him this year on that deep ball. And it just started being a touchdown every play. Well, not every play because he still was overthrowing him a lot of the time.
Plenty times.
Listen, so what I'm getting at, though, is the whole reason why I put it on Carr and not Ruggs, or not the team, is because Ruggs got kicked. Zay Jones, right? Arnett. Zay Jones was the new wide receiver. Then y'all brought Deshaun Jackson in. Carr proved that he can't find the rhythm to hit either one of them on a deep ball. And like I said, the Malcolm Off podcast, this comes from the fact that you don't have a feel for the game. You need to memorize a man's steps. Meaning you need that wide receiver on your team long enough for you to know where they're going to be at the point of your release so you know how far to throw the ball. But you don't have enough feel for the game to see where they're at and get it to them regardless of the situation. That's why you overthrow every receiver. Every receiver you have, you can't seem to hit because you're just launching the ball, expecting them to be where the ball would be, as opposed to seeing how many steps he has on that receiver. Let me put the ball right here for you. That's what a real quarterback would do. Read it based off the situation, not what worked in practice, because you're playing against a practice squad.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Right. He's going to burn that cornerback every time because it's the practice squad. You need to learn where to hit them based off of that play in motion, that specific play, as opposed to that play in your playbook. And he still hasn't figured it out. And that's what proved it to me is when I saw you can't hit Zay Jones, you can't hit Deshaun Jackson, you couldn't hit Henry Ruggs for a year. You just can't throw a streak.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs is he was one of the, at the combine, he came out one of the fastest, like, out of there.
Deshaun Jackson, he's still quick as fuck.
He still got the legs.
You muted, Mount. But yeah, he's still quick as fuck, and you keep overthrowing him. Like
snap.
He's beating his receiver, and you're still overthrowing him. So it's you. It's not so much the team as it's you.
It needs, I mean, who's the QB coach?
Snap. I had to address that, too. I heard you
right.
say it.
Right. I'm sitting there talking.
You're guilty. You can't take it back now.
I'm sitting there talking like, what the hell? Good luck on that. But, I mean, once again, I would give Derek Carr a second chance. Not in Las Vegas, but I mean, like, again, like a Matt Stafford, right? Like, what if you give him a new coach, right? A new offensive, you know what I'm saying? Like, could he thrive? He could. Could he still
where
be
he would be perfect? But he's never going to go there. You said Texas? Hell no. Texas is too hungry to get back right.
What you think, Minnesota?
Nah, the Patriots. You under Belichick where they're not known for throwing deep balls anyway. It's all quick little short guarantees. That's what he's known for. Belichick ain't going to ask you to throw a deep ball unless he feels like try it. We're up. Try it. And then Carr would probably be more comfortable to throw it because that deep ball doesn't mean as much. But when the Raiders throw a deep ball, they need it.
Maybe he should go to the Jets with all that young talent the Jets have.
You think he could turn it around?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a Derek Carr slander person, but I mean, he also didn't do wrong by my team. So
he said he didn't do wrong by your team.
He didn't do wrong to the Ravens, so I really can't hate him as much as you probably share that passion. Well,
we beat y'all.
You're right. And once again, and so I give him some kudos. He can put up, he's a Russell Westbrook.
Right.
But he's a stat stuffer in all the wrong ways. So if he has a coach that can humble him like a Belichick, say, look, he's going to do a 15 and he's going to 15 and come back on that route. I need that ball out in like 3 seconds. So I need
Belichick
you to
tell you what you can't do. Like said, you can't throw the deep ball. So we're not going to throw the deep ball because you can't throw it.
Exactly. So, with Belichick, I think he could thrive in New England. But New England also has Matt Jones, and Matt Jones is perfect for the system coming from Alabama.
That's why I said it'll never happen because you already got your squad. And I would go with Mac over Carr
any day.
Any day of the week anyway. As a rookie, any day.
He had a really good rookie season. He made it to the playoffs in his first year. I mean,
listen,
you can't beat that. And they started off rough. The Patriots started off rough and just clicked. It just got real.
But let's get into it then. Let's get into the Patriots.
And Bills the blowout.
It was a blowout. It was definitely a blowout. And then I think Josh Allen may be the best all-around quarterback in the league.
Juggernaut.
That man averages 6.5 yards a carry. They just said that on ESPN. He averages 6.5 yards a carry, and when you factor in as many times as he gets sacked, imagine what that yardage would be per average.
Yeah, he'd be doing.
He'd be at a 12 average. because you get sacked 5 to 6 yards behind the line.
Who's that?
Josh Allen. Yeah, we on the Bills Patriots. We wrapped up the Raiders Bengals. Was there anything that you had to take us out?
Just like I said, man, that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection is.
It's
I
tough.
think. I don't think it's gonna. I'll say this on that game. I don't think it's an overreaction that we need to take.
You got an offensive big three between Burrows,
Mixon.
Chase, Mixon. That's an offensive big three.
And you got Higgins and Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough squad.
I wouldn't sleep on them in the playoffs.
That's a tough squad, man. I ain't gonna lie about it. And it's all young, fresh talent.
And that Burrow Chase connection. I mean, it's just.
I don't know if there's another one similar. Like you said, I think they may have the best connection there. I don't know that Justin Jefferson.
He's nice.
And
but that Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. They've been doing their thing out there. He broke Randy's record.
Right. He's been doing his thing too.
So that lets you know that they have a very nice connection as well. But I think I may be with you. I think that Joe Burrow's
most exciting to see.
And it's the fact that they're both young, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like one is a vet and the other's a rookie and we're both setting each other up.
Right. I help you, you help me.
Right.
Like they've been doing.
I think I might give you that. You might
That's all I was going to That's all I was going to say on that, Cuddy, about the Bengals.
They both gonna get paid. They both can get paid if they stay on that.
Period. And why wouldn't you? Why would I want to be anywhere else?
You would.
I got to the playoffs with my nigga my first season here, just like I thought I would, because he's gonna hit me better than he hits anybody else.
Won a championship with him in college.
And what's crazy is that everybody was giving Cincinnati hell for not getting
Penei Sewell. Penei
Sewell,
the lineman.
Okay, right. And Burrows was like, nah, give me Chase. Fuck
my boy. Give me my boy. Give me my boy.
That's another reason that if I'm Aaron Rodgers, that pisses me the fuck off. Because you're allowing rookies to make decisions like that when you know the better move is to get that lineman.
Right.
The better move is to get that lineman because you're taking a gamble on that wide receiver if the linemen don't hold up.
Right.
And they still was like, Joe, we trust you. We'll go with Jamar. And then Aaron sitting back like, you son of a motherfucking bitch. And now he got to be politically correct and shit and be like, well, the grass is greener where you water it. Yeah, motherfucker, until the seasons change. Then it dies like the rest of the grass.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit don't make sense to me, man. I just don't understand it. But hopefully Aaron Rodgers gets something coming back this year since he is staying. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the future of the NFL.
I agree.
He's the future marquee quarterback of the NFL.
They killed the Patriots. It's like I thought they would, but man.
And I'm not even basing it off of that single game. Because when I think about it, right, I think about Patrick Mahomes, right? He would be the guy that you're competing with as far as young quarterbacks coming up in the league. And I think about Patrick, about how I see all of those flashy passes that he does under duress and all that sidearm and shit. And then I look at Josh Allen and he's just brutally more, you know what I mean? Like he's the type that'll stiff arm you while he's throwing the ball and you can't stop it. Like I saw a lineman try to catch him from behind and he just ran through it. Like it was the fact that he's so comfortable running the ball and he's getting his vision passing. It's scary. It's scary. I think he's the best all-around quarterback in the league. I wouldn't even put Patrick Mahomes as a dual threat quarterback, right? I would put him as a. You said
time out. Let's not leave my boy Justin Herbert out this conversation though.
Justin Herbert, Herbert's in there.
Yeah, he's on a bad team. Let's be honest, the Chargers are not a good team.
I don't know if I was.
They're not a good team.
I don't know if
they're not a good team. Are they in the playoffs?
But think about the division that they're in. Our division is a toss-up for the playoffs every year.
But the Steelers made the playoffs.
In a different division. the AFC West, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos.
But the AFC North, okay, but the AFC North is pretty tough though too. Every team, the Browns messed it up this year, but I'm saying, give or take, all 4 teams is a playoff type.
But
team.
regardless, though, it's tough for him. It's tough for any young quarterback. It's tough for any quarterback to make it out of there year by year. And I would almost give Patrick Mahomes some of that goes to Andy Reid.
Oh, of course.
You know, Andy Reid got you there.
The quarterback whisperer.
Listen, and for Herbert, I was about to say Hubert.
Yeah,
Justin Herbert, that's on his second year. Doing that with less.
That's what I'm saying. You put him in a Buffalo type team, bruh.
But I mean, like, he still got some. He got Keenan Allen. He got some receivers. He got some weapons out there. It's not like he doesn't have weapons. Austin Eckler, I've been saying, is a dog.
Brittany's on here. The Bengals fan is on.
Shit.
The Bengals ex-Browns fan is on. Well, hello there, Brittany.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
What a surprise. Okay.
Newfound Dangle was in.
But I do want to, while we was talking about the Bills and the Patriots, I do want to point out Josh Allen's stats in that game because they're incredible. Like, my nigga was less than 1 point away off of a perfect QBR. He threw 84% completion, 303 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, 157.6 QBR.
Bruh, those are college numbers.
So you hyping up the Bills?
Well, no, I already said it last week. That's who I got winning the Super Bowl this year.
Bucks.
That's who I got winning the Super
Brady.
Bowl.
Let me find out. You ever see those movies where they like unzip from the back and somebody? Let me find out Mike is in there.
Right.
Oh shit!
I'm weak.
You stupid.
Clip out, coughed up a lung.
I hit that vape right as she said that, and I still feel like it's in me.
Huh?
Whew.
I mean, based off of the first round, they had the best performance. He did have the best. I mean, that was he did a great job. They definitely had the best win.
Right.
But again, there are 2 teams that we haven't seen play yet, and that next round that's a different ball game.
Tennessee and the Packers. Listen, I don't have Tennessee beating the Bengals.
No, I want the Bengals to win too, but I'm just saying, to me, there were games that I wasn't expecting it to go that way.
Right.
I wasn't expecting, even though Mike may have said it, I wasn't expecting the Patriots to go down like that.
Blowouts now.
They got their asses kicked.
I wasn't expecting the Chargers to win either. You know, so to me, there were a lot of games that I just didn't think were going to roll the way that they rolled. I didn't think
Wait, you said the Chargers, Brett?
What?
I'm sorry. I meant the Rams. I meant the Rams.
Okay.
No,
you said Rams.
No, the Rams. No,
I
expected the Raiders to lose. I meant to say the Rams. My bad. I was thinking of the LA teams.
Well, that's what Raiders. I'm saying. I expected the Raiders to lose too, and they won that. They beat the Chargers.
No, I wasn't. When I said Chargers, game. I was really referring to the Rams.
Okay, so I'm
in the playoffs. In the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs. I expected the Raiders to lose to the Bengals.
Of course.
Oh, I knew that.
So, I ain't do my pick'ems, but I had the.
Did you make any bets?
Nah. I did. I had the Bengals winning.
Another one up there too.
Yeah, he's in Pennsylvania.
Ooh, yeah. I might have to get with you.
But no, I had Bengals winning. I had had Dallas winning. I had Tampa Bay winning, even though I like Hurts. You know, I like him. And then I had the Rams. I had the Rams losing. I had the Cards winning.
I had the Rams losing too.
Did y'all?
I had the Rams losing, of course. Yeah, they be choking.
Matthew Stafford. He's never won a playoff game.
Yeah, and he's another one who was less than 1 point away from a perfect QBR that game.
Again, I think this second round is going to be a completely different ball game. I don't think he's coming out like that. I really
hot
don't.
And cold. Yeah, who they got again?
Yeah, you and OG Mike Brown did pick the Cardinals.
Who they got? Green Bay.
Yeah,
is it Green Bay or
Green
the
Bay and
Bucks?
The Bucks. Green Bay has the 49ers.
49ers.
So then, who's the Rams play?
The Bucks.
They play the Bucks.
Yeah,
they play Brady.
Like Britt said, I just don't see them getting past the second round.
Brady is missing a lot of his offensive line, and that is tough when you got Von Miller and
Jalen Ramsey,
right.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron
Donald, that's who they're gonna have to worry about.
That's what
I'm through like a wrecking ball.
That's tough.
You know what?
You got both of them Cliff
makes a good point. Cliff brings a very good point. I think it'll be a tough defensive battle game. Now that you said that, Cliff, if we're talking about it real quick,
close.
The offense is
no blowout.
But I actually, when I first did my bracket, I did have the Bucks going by the Rams, but I also didn't know all the offensive linemen that they had out. Right?
You can't predict that.
Right.
You can't predict. That's the thing about these predictions. We can't predict these injuries. So it's kind of weird to do these predictions. It's like.
Listen, it was kind of a wing doing the prediction because it's like you don't know who's going to play who in the next round. But that's also what makes it interesting. Is, you know?
Which that is something that I didn't know with the whole lower seed thing.
Goes to the highest.
But,
right.
I mean, you got to it's a prediction. So, you know, you can still do it even with the seeding being like that. You're going with who you think is going to win.
But
my shit's so wrong. It's so wrong.
I had the Cowboys coming out second round. That's the only fuck up I got on my chart.
I think I had a Super Bowl of the Patriots and Cowboys. So
did you?
That's why I was like, just throw my whole little bracket away. Right. Just throw it away. We don't need to look at that. We don't need to look at that at all.
But yeah, nah.
You know what though? My bad. I was gonna say this might be a year of like what the unconventional. And what I'm saying is like
I know exactly
this might be a weird Super Bowl. Like it could be Rams Bengals. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it can get that weird. I would not be surprised if it got that weird.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And I knew exactly where you was going with that. That's
expect the what do they say?
Unexpected,
I guess. Yeah. So I'm sitting here like expect the like it's a math problem.
I didn't have the 49ers. Like I'm just wondering who parlayed all those games.
Who's y'all sleeper? Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let's kind of make it interesting.
Yeah.
If y'all had to pick a sleeper team or some sleeper teams to make it to the big game, who would y'all say?
Bengals. All right,
I agree.
The Bengals already said.
The Bengals and 49ers, man.
That's interesting. You know why that's interesting is because I was just watching ESPN today and they said Aaron Rodgers is 6-6 against the 49ers.
He's from San Francisco, ain't he?
Is he?
He's from out there. Yeah, he's a California boy. Yeah,
he always struck me as like a country dude, like a
Green Bay all his life.
Like Oklahoma or something like that.
No, that's Brett Favre, of course, but yeah, let me see, just real quick. Let me see, Aaron Rodgers, because it's funny you said that because I'm trying to connect the dots, but
that would make sense though.
Aaron Rodgers is from Chico, California.
Oh yeah, he's from the
Bay Area, right?
He's from out the way.
Chico.
Fresno. Is that Fresno?
I don't know nothing about Cali now.
Something like that. I know a little bit about Cali, but yeah, something like that.
Chico, close to.
You can look it up. It ain't
my
far from LA.
My ain't never touched that dirt, baby. I don't know nothing about that. But that is interesting though.
It's 2 hours and 49 minutes from San Francisco.
Right.
Chico, California.
So what you think it's like a performance anxiety type situation?
Maybe he has family there. Right, coming to the games, and it's a big game. I don't know.
I've always been more nervous fighting in front of somebody
than nobody being there.
With somebody being at the fight as opposed to with nobody being there at all. With nobody being there at all, I feel like I can be loose. I can do me.
Right.
But with somebody being there, it's usually going to be my dad, and he's usually going to point out everything I'm doing wrong, and it's getting in my head, and I'm like, I'm stiff. I can't get right.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, not every game, I'm sure, that they played against 49ers has been in California, clearly,
that's why
right?
I said, do you think it's a performance anxiety situation? Because if it's performance anxiety, it doesn't have to be somebody being in the stands for you. It could be just me playing the team that I feel like I
grew up
should
watching.
be playing for. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'm beating my squad, and I'm not saying that I think he's throwing it by any means, but I feel like he may have some sort of internal turmoil about that.
It's in his head.
Right. Specific
in his
situation.
Head.
I'm not no motherfucking therapist, but you can hire me if you need a sports therapist.
Need it.
You know? But yeah, I don't know. That's the only thing I could go with. So with that being
said,
said,
Cincy. So who y'all got, Britton, Les? Under sleeper, like a sleeper team.
He said Les said Bengals 49ers.
Oh yeah, you said Bengals. Britton,
I'm actually with Les on that. I'm with him on that. I think that it could be Bengals 49ers as the sleeper team.
That's an interesting.
Both hustling or grinding.
It's possible. Not is it likely? No. Possible. Yes. Possible.
Why isn't it likely? Why are you counting it out?
I mean, what we just said, right? You got the Buccaneers, who still got Tom Brady at the end of the day, and Mike Evans and the good defense. You do have Matt Stafford and the Rams, who have a good team on paper. You do have Aaron Rodgers, who's potentially going to win the MVP. Joe Burrow, we already talked about him. That's right. You're almost one of the possibles. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes. Not to jump the gun, but Patrick Mahomes was Patty Mahomes against the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? This past weekend, put up Patty Mahomes numbers. You know, so it's still some tough comp out there, Britt. Before we could just say,
oh yeah, I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that there's not. I mean, I really feel like it could be anybody's game. Like after the first round, I don't feel sure. I don't feel super confident in any in particular team, to be honest with you. But if we're talking about a sleeper, I think that those are the two teams that have the best chances of doing it. Like, I don't consider, like, I still don't have faith, and I could be wrong. I still don't have faith in the Rams. You know, if they make it, they're a sleeper team. If they make it to the Super Bowl, they're a sleeper team. I just don't see it, but that doesn't mean it won't happen, though.
It's possible, especially.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Cliff said, they're playing the Bucks. The offensive line is banged up.
And they got the same way we explained the offensive big three with Cincinnati. They definitely have a defensive big three with Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah,
I'm not taking it from him. I'm not taking it from him.
They brought back Eric Weddle. They brought back Eric Weddle out of retirement to play safety because there was an injury. He probably can still play a little ball.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure he's not terrible. Eric Weddle was nice.
He retired for a reason.
Retired because he was tired.
Exactly.
Probably
bringing that tire.
He probably retired because he needed a break. And sometimes that break rejuvenates you.
Hey,
sometimes that break lets you know you ain't got it no more.
Right, you don't got no business coming back.
Well, he gonna find out. But you know what? And they kind of got an offensive big three too, though, Cliff, because Cameron Akers is back, y'all. Right? He wasn't supposed to be back, but he's back. You got Stafford. You got what? Beckham and Kupp. It's really a big four almost. Offense.
Is anybody going to talk about Tennessee and Derrick Henry coming back?
I mean, hey,
I don't feel like
released yet.
Yeah,
he ain't been released for this week.
They took him off and put him back on. And
they said that he hasn't been able to. Well, no, they said that they're worried about his consistency taking hits. So they said that they want to see him go through multiple impact practices before they release him to see if he can take a hit and, you know, keep moving, because that's the issue.
What's Wednesday?
That's good that they're being cautious with him. I respect that, actually, because they're not just trying to throw him out there.
Right.
Just, you know, to increase their chances. What's the name's doing all right? I like him. The Foreman guy, he does pretty well.
Who?
Yeah, what
they're running back. Isn't his name Foreman?
For who?
Or is it Freeman? For Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah.
Devontae Freeman, is that who they're one of the running backs?
No, not Devontae Freeman. I think his name is Foreman.
I'm sorry, I'm in the fucking.
He's been balling. There's a guy. I think his name's Foreman.
Yeah, look it up.
Don't get me lying.
Watch his runs though. Watch how he runs. He runs like a Derrick Henry, but he's not Derrick Henry. He runs hard, and you're not gonna just catch him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna stop him. He's almost like a freight train out there.
Yeah, I can't help you because I'm not too familiar with the Titans. I think I've only watched
a game.
I think I've only seen one of their games, and I didn't even watch it all the way through this year.
I like how he runs. I do.
Highlights, but
look
you don't
at his
get
stats.
to see enough. Did you look him up, Mount?
I'm about to. I'm over here making sure my dog don't do no ignorant shit, sniffing around.
And I'm fucking up because I never wrote down.
Oh,
Coach
Britt.
Mike
His
Smith.
name is Dante Foreman.
Yeah, he all right. He all right.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar, to be honest.
Let me do some research on Dante Foreman. He is 25 years old. And I don't know what year did he come? Oh, he was drafted in 2017. He went to Texas University.
Trying to think if I remember him in college. You say he was drafted in 2017?
2017 from Texas, running back, 25 years old.
So that would have mean 2016 he was at Texas going hard, and I believe that was the year that Ohio State won a Natty championship.
Did Britt fall off here? Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out if I remember Texas's running back then.
Britt probably front. He ain't nobody too important.
Have a good running core like that.
Texas.
Right.
Yeah,
right. Texas ain't been nothing since Vince Young
quarterback.
To me. Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy was something at Texas.
That was it, bro.
Like, been irrelevant at Texas football.
I was a Longhorn fan for a long time.
My little brother played 7-on-7 against Colt McCoy.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I was a Texas Longhorn for a long time, man. I love Texas football, man.
Yeah, I had a hoodie, but I never.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe I'm not bullshitting on that.
That's always good to know somebody who's playing in the league or played on that high level. Anytime.
Yeah, I mean, unless you went with Aaron Donald. Shit, you went to school.
Yeah,
with
I might be
Donald.
bullshitting. I gotta ask him. I'ma update everybody on the next episode because I don't lie. I'm not trying to lie.
Verify. You want to verify.
But I believe that is true. My little brother played 7-on-7 against Colt McCoy.
I went to high school with Aaron Donald, and then there was another dude that was supposed to come out, but dude got redshirted at Pitt first year.
I'm bullshitting.
And it was. There's supposed to be 2 Aaron Donalds right now, but there's just one.
Real? Damn.
Yeah, this other dude they were built from the same cloth. And I felt Aaron was going to go. And when I seen him go, I said, dude, this dude's going to be a problem in the league. And sure enough to behold, he's made it to a Super Bowl, but that Patriots just stole it from him.
Right. That's a bad boy.
Yeah, I think I'm bullshitting. I think my little brother played 7-on-7 in a tournament. He was there or some shit like that.
It's still credible. You still got the check. You still got the benverified.com check mark.
I'm gonna ask him though, just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it was the second.
Yeah, you verified, man. You ain't got proven than me.
What was we talking about before Britt dropped off?
Well, we was talking about the Buffalo game. How
right.
Juggernaut just annihilated a Patriots.
He sure
made
did.
him look. Josh Allen pretty much had a perfect QBR with the exception of like a point something fraction. And yeah, man, Buffalo is just who they were all season.
They looking like Ivan Drago again.
Yeah, bro, the Drago back.
Listen, and I don't know if old ass Brady in the Bucks is Rocky, but I don't know if this motherfucker's about to end the way that Rocky did.
I would like to wrap it up on this note, man. If the first round was upset central, I know it's gonna be some hard games this week. I know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm projecting right now 0 blowouts. 0. All these games are gonna come down. All these games are coming down. Even in my pick'ems is supported. These games are gonna come down to one touchdown or another, and they're also gonna come down to Who commits less penalties, Dallas? Who commits less penalties? Who's disciplined? Who gets the first down and doesn't cause dumb-ass mistakes? Who throw less interceptions? All the intangibles. Who blocks? Who gets the extra yard on that run one play? Who maximizes the time possessions? Because if you give him back the ball in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, bro, you're not going to win. Rodgers going to have the clock for 10 minutes to drive, so you don't want him having the ball too long. You got to get him out. You got to get him out of there.
Especially with all the gunslingers that's in this second round. It's almost like every quarterback's a gunslinger at this point, so you got to watch. Listen, I agree with all that.
The quarters better not get toasted.
But
the game.
No, what you saying?
I said I just hope the quarterback or the corners don't try to jump no route, bro.
Right.
Just move your feet, stay in front, watch the hips.
But like I said, it's playoff football is different than regular football. It's chess moves, right? And you should have all your players on those chess moves once. Like, it should be known we don't play the same type of football now that we did week 18.
No.
And as long as your players know that, and it looks like most of them are stepping up, like they know that. We talked about Ezekiel Elliott, and that's a number one. You wait to see what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not wait like he's going to be there every year, but you get what I'm saying. But I agree. I agree that might be tough. I haven't put my spreads on. I just have my picks right now. But we going to get to that. For all my shower heads, wrapping up the Bills-Patriots. That was a Bills win, 47-17 over the Patriots. OG Mike Brown was the only one that picked the Patriots in that game. And then I would like to jump into the Bucks-Eagles. But Malk ain't here, so let's get into the Rams-Cardinals.
I had the Cards winning. And I had the Cards winning, even though they lost, of course. But I had the Cards winning because I had faith that the Cards would, first of all, please use James Conner more.
Period.
Like, why? He had ribs, but he was still out here giving it his all like he was in Pittsburgh.
He was the last pick of the draft.
Tom Brady?
No.
Brown. Antonio Brown?
Right.
Yeah, he was
the last pick of the draft.
Well, he was in the sixth round. He was in the sixth round.
Antonio was 6.
We ain't talking about Antonio. We talking about Connor.
Yeah, we're talking about how the Cards fucking didn't run through James Conner. Even though he had bruised ribs, he still played. He was still strapping up, and he was still coming in. And he was getting yards when you needed it.
Listen, let me explain to you, Kyler Murray. He gets the dunce cap for the lowest QBR award of the week. 55.9% completion, 137 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a whopping 40.9 QBR in the playoffs.
But that's Zach Wilson numbers.
I get it. I get that's your first playoff appearance, and I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to just save it for later, right? Matt Stafford, I said he had the next highest QBR from Josh Allen. He threw 76.5%, 202 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 154.5 QBR.
But I'm going to say Kyler Murray hit the showers early because no excuses, bro. That was Matt Stafford, as old as he is. That was his first playoff game, too. So I don't want to hear nothing, Kyler. I mean, yeah, you're younger. You've been in the league as long as Matt Stafford. But that was his first playoff game, too, bro. You got to win. I mean,
listen, that's tough.
Yeah.
LA was up 28-0 at one point in that game.
Pretty foul.
Damn.
It was pretty foul. I watched that game. It's foul. It was bad. I actually fell asleep at I
fell asleep during that too.
Halftime.
So wait, is Hopkins still hurt?
That might have been around when I fell asleep.
Yeah, Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. Right.
Yeah,
See,
tore ACL or MCL. He tore something. He fought something.
I mean, that's a tough blow. I mean, but you got to play the cards you dealt, and you know.
Chris Hurt was like their number one receiver though during the season. That's what I understand. D-Hop was not their number one.
They got Zach Ertz too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they did get Ertz.
All of that to Philly just to not use the man. Like, come on.
I'm still pissed about them, but I like Dallas Goddard.
Goddard been showing out. Fuck it.
Both.
You know, we'll move on. We'll get to the real shit. The Eagles Bucks.
Yeah, Philly's mistakes overcooked.
I mean, it was to be expected. And don't get me wrong. I think I picked low for the Eagles. I think I said 3. Did I say 3? Oh no, I said 9. I said Bucks 9. So yeah, I didn't expect it to be that far out, but I'm not upset with Jalen Hurts' performance, right? Like, it didn't look good, but it didn't look awful. Now, he finished the game 53.5% completion, 258 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 60.0 QBR. And the reason why at the beginning of the podcast I said I don't like the way ESPN, or not ESPN, it wasn't ESPN, it was the commentators on the game. And I can't remember what network the game was on, so I don't want to say ESPN. I apologize.
What network was it on?
I think it was like CBS or something.
CBS or Fox?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. But what the fuck did you just do to that bottle?
Yo, I was trying to twist the cap off.
Oh my God! Don't do that on camera.
Right.
Motherfucker, don't do that.
Damn.
But what I was getting at is the commentators at the end of the game, they said, so the Eagles need to figure out what they gonna do with their quarterback situation next year. And
nothing.
Right. Immediately, I just thought, like, why the fuck would you say that? Like, why would you say that? Especially when nobody ever predicted the Eagles to make the playoffs.
Right. Especially Brittany.
Especially Britt. No, yeah, Britt was one of them.
I didn't.
So, my whole thing is, you let this real-life rookie quarterback, I know it's his second year, but he played, 2 games last year?
Yeah, he didn't play many. It was like 2 or 3.
So, in my opinion, you a Ben Simmons rookie. They gave Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year on some bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, he's still a rookie. You didn't peg him to make it to the fucking playoffs. And he was playing against the champs, right? So, let me explain. There were 5 QBs this past playoffs that were under a 70.0 QBR. That being Kyler Murray, Derek Carr. I don't think Mac Jones was one of them. No, I don't think Mac Jones.
He played a bad game.
Mac Jones threw a 75.8. Derek Carr, Kyler Murray. Hold up. Where else? Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo and Dak Prescott. Now, you didn't say anything, and let alone Kyler Murray had that 40.9 QBR. Didn't nobody say anything about any of those teams needing to figure out their quarterback position? And all them quarterbacks been in a position a lot longer than Jalen Hurts has.
Right.
So who made that statement?
I can't remember the network. That's what I was trying to remember. It was whoever was running the game. I don't know, like we said, if it was Fox or CBS.
Was it Jim Nantz for them? Or your boy Chris Collinworth?
I need to look it up, man, because it pissed me off just hearing it. Like, damn, like that's fucked up. You just
for them to dismiss him,
right?
Like that.
Like next year we need a new quarterback. Like he just got y'all to the playoffs and he was playing Tom Brady. Like, what do you expect?
Arguably the best quarterback ever in this lifetime. So,
and he still at least put up a touchdown. Whereas
they did put
Jimmy G didn't.
Nah.
And he threw an interception.
Now, that interception on Jimmy G, I don't think that really was Jimmy G's fault.
No, I agree. I saw that. I agree. I do agree with that.
I believe that was the wide receiver tipping the ball up into the air, giving Dallas a million times to catch it.
I agree with that. I do agree. But it's still the simple fact that you're Jimmy Garoppolo, right? You threw for 172 yards in a playoff game. You couldn't get a touchdown. Not one. Not one.
Nah, man. I guess it was hard to come back.
Because Debo is amazing.
Listen, Debo's that guy.
He's a beast.
He's that guy, man. Debo is that guy.
Amazing.
He is the San Francisco team.
And San Francisco has a sleeper defense, though. Their defense is not bad.
Listen, San Francisco has a great offense as well. Like, Garoppolo is bringing them down in the sense that he can't get them the ball like Aaron Rodgers would be able to.
Right.
That running back, that Mitchell dude, is amazing. Debo, amazing. What's the other guy's name?
Mozart.
You talking about the wide receiver?
Yeah.
It's and it's an African name. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's something with the AKUIYA, something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
He's really good as well.
Right.
As well as the fact that they have George Kittle. Like, they have some weapons. They do. So even if the Packers come out and they are like, we're going to try and slow Debo down, if Garoppolo's half decent, he'll just rotate to the next best thing. Like, they all can make something.
But Garoppolo's hurt. Garoppolo's hurt right now. They don't know if it's going to be him or Trey Lance coming into this next game.
Oh, you don't want that.
Garoppolo has a wrist/finger issue, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
It's something with his hand, though.
Yeah, I thought it was a shoulder, but yeah, it's something fucked up.
It's a compound, whatever it is. It's two different things. So,
yeah,
I like Trey Lance as a player, but bro, just not. I don't like him in this spotlight time. You know what I mean?
What you mean, but it's good to get him in there now, right? Especially
not.
Why not?
No, because
I'd much
they got
rather put a Trey Lance in there than a down bad Jimmy G.
Listen, I don't know. To me, you were just talking about his stats, right?
Right.
His leadership, his ability to handle that pressure is what got them the win. And I don't know if I would want to.
I agree with that.
Risk putting in Lance at this point. Like, I'd rather run with Jimmy G's ego and his experience.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and I do agree with that. My only combatants would be if you give a Trey Lance, who's clearly going to be the guy you giving the keys to down the line, this experience, and he pulls it off, do you know what that does to his confidence? Do you know what kind of player he becomes just the next game after? Not even the next season, just the next game. That's almost finding your flow if you can pull something like that off against the Packers.
I don't think I don't.
You don't think he can do it?
No, it's not. I think he can do it, but I think he can do it in due time. I think that he thinks a lot. He's a thinker. He holds the ball a little too long for me. So I think in certain situations, you just got to kind of like go with your instincts. And I don't know that he has that ability yet. Like, to be a playmaker, you got to go with your instincts. Like, you just got to go sometimes. You can't sit there and think. Right. And I just feel like if he's thinking, a lot of times you get in your own way and you will think So I think he doesn't have, I think he has to develop that a little bit more to get them to the last dance.
I agree. But all I really wanted to get at with that was that you really need to hop off Jalen Hurts' nuts for real.
Right.
Like, real talk. Give that man time to develop. He already exceeded expectations this year. Like, why are you doing him like that when there's so many other quarterbacks that did similar, if not worse?
It worse.
Right.
Who's been in the league much, much longer, and you don't say that about them. So I just felt like I'm going to look it up because I want to give whoever that was credit for that. But that's all I was getting at with that Eagles game. Chiefs Steelers was to be expected.
Now let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Now because I fucking hate the Steelers. You know, you're right.
I do too.
Common fucking knowledge.
Steelers and the Ravens. I hate them both.
And that's fine.
I don't know, not so much the Ravens, but I do. I don't like the way they left the Browns and they just created that team and won it. Like I do.
I'd have still been a Brownie fan to this motherfucking day. Never been a chip. Yeah, it would have been a sad ass history. Fuck that. Nah. What we supposed to do? We did.
Nah, he right. Sometimes you just gotta get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up out of there.
2.5.
All right, hold on. Real quick history lesson, showerheads. Indianapolis Colts were the Baltimore Colts before, so Baltimore was already a team. The Colts wanted their team back. Baltimore was left without a team. And then the Brownies, we became the Browns. We changed names again. We came to Cleveland Browns. Browns said, fuck it, want our history back. Went to Baltimore. Nigga, we jumped ship because we were supposed to. That's what we were supposed to do. It was supposed
He
to
said
do.
we jumped ship because we were supposed to. Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
We still had 0 chips. We got 2 chips.
Right.
I'll take.
Right. Yeah, it could have been a whole different story.
Yeah, it could have been a whole different history, bro. We'd have still been rocking the orange and brown. You know what I mean? Fuck all that.
Right. Man. Yeah. I mean, hey, they're going to have to put some pieces together for next year, too.
Yeah,
I'm revamp the team.
I'm happy on a side note, on the Ravens side. I'm glad they kept out Lamar. Smart decision. And I hope that all the teams that were supposed to do really good this year, because the playoff picture was way different 3 weeks ago.
Right.
So I hope that all the teams that are supposed to do well, I hope that they repair their pieces. I hope everyone drafts well, especially Philly. Y'all got some picks. Y'all got to do something.
3 first round. Yeah, we got 3 first round picks.
That's tough.
Y'all can rebuild your whole team in the first round. Like,
yeah, that's definitely tough.
Offensive line, you need it, grab it. You need a wide receiver,
we need
grab
defense.
It.
We need everything. We need
grab everybody.
Secondary.
But see, y'all already got y'all's base, right? I'm hoping at least that the front office and the coaching staff aren't thinking move on from Jalen Hurts.
No, they already announced real quick. They already announced GM. Everybody was like, he's definitely our starter for next year.
Right. So. He has to be. So as long as that is going to continue being your base and you still have your Devontae Smith.
Right.
When you build around that with those 3 first round alone picks.
Did we like Did we like him?
Ooh, Devontae Smith?
Yeah.
He was hurt. He was hurt a little bit.
Okay.
He grew
because I didn't know amazing games, and sometimes he wouldn't even have a touch. Like he might have 1 catch. I'm like, this is not.
I feel like that was around when his injury took place, and the fact that he came back with the whole arm brace to finish out the season.
Yeah, that was
that let me know he got a little bit more in him than a lot of people do, and he made some catches even with that brace. And they were talking about on ESPN how he felt like that was restricting him. Of course, I feel like it would be. It was his whole arm, but I think if you give him time, like a year off to recoup and build up some weight, like some actual weight, not like just no bullshit.
You still want him to gain weight?
He got a little bit, man. Just a little bit.
15, 20.
Yeah, he'll be perfect. Even undersized, he would be perfect.
Slow him down a little bit, but it'd be all right.
I don't think that he would lose enough speed to where he wouldn't get those same steps on his DB. Because it's his route running too. Like his maneuverability is a plus. And of course, you put on 15 to 20, you're gonna lose a little bit. But the fact that you're already A1 at it,
Yeah, he'll be good. I like it.
Yeah, I don't see you losing too much step on that.
No, not a whole bunch. I always say if a dude was running, the 4.2s, 4.3s, you know what I'm saying? If you put about 15, 20 on, you're going to lose about, a couple tenths off.
Right, maybe a
couple tenths, nothing crazy.
Right.
2 to 3.
You good.
He need all his seconds.
I don't think so.
He's small.
That's horrible.
But you got to think about, so what we're basically asking you to be is a little lighter than an Odell. And imagine how Odell was in the beginning with his route running and shit. He was innovative with a lot of the shit that he was doing. Just like Devontae is doing.
Yeah, are they around the same size? Because I thought Odell was a little taller than him.
Nah, Devontae's
He
short.
might be slightly taller, but not by much.
Because I thought what's the name was like 5'8", ain't he? Or am I tripping?
He's a little taller than that, ain't he?
Oh, okay. Maybe he's 5'10".
Devontae Smith?
I thought he was like 5'9.5", 5'10".
Yeah, I thought he was around that size, and Odell is around 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, they're around the same bracket. Odell ain't no 6'5".
Right, he's just a lighter frame dude. So if you put on a little bit more weight, you still gonna be lighter than Odell. So you can still, and if Odell can make those moves and you're already making them, you're not gonna lose too much step.
And that weight helps for durability.
Right,
you take those hits a little easier.
Extend your career.
Yeah, you could play an extra couple seasons, get the extra little bit of money in extension.
Get that fucking brace up off your arm. Start snatching them like we know you can.
I still like him coming out there on the field performing though.
That was what turned me all the way, to the other side. Like, yeah, he's that guy. He is that guy.
Respect.
But we at 123. We really only got 4 pick'ems.
I mean, I had a couple other little topics we could discuss.
That's what I was about to say. Let's throw some things out.
So, what about the current,
I'm sorry.
coaching?
Before we do that, wrap it up, shower heads. We talked about that Bucks Eagles. That was a 31-15 win for the Bucks. I didn't ever say the score, so I apologize.
You didn't need to. You didn't need to. A bad day at the office, but obviously for the shower heads that may or may not know, so there's a lot of coaching interviews happening right now for a couple of different teams. Panthers looking for a coach, the Bears, the Broncos, the Texans, Jags, Raiders, Dolphins, Vikings,
everybody,
Lions, a lot.
So almost like last year with the quarterbacks.
Yeah. Right. So do y'all, what are y'all thoughts on the current coaching opportunities, situations? Y'all feel like there's some strong candidates?
I think your boy Eric B. Enemy definitely now gets a job.
So surprisingly,
he's not.
He's only been considered. He's been considered for the Broncos job, head coaching job, and
considerations don't really matter because we know, like we talked about on the previous podcast, the Rooney Rule don't work. If you a nigga, they ain't gonna pick you first. But the bottom line is, a lot of the top pools of the white folks are going to get pulled out of all of those people that need quarterbacks or need coaches. He's going to get a few offers from a few different teams at the end of the day. But my whole thing with the Raiders is I don't think out of the coaching pool, it's anything that we would need to move forward. I just feel like it's a stepping stone just till we get to somebody else.
Right. Well, what's interesting to me for those who may or may not know as well is I was shocked that Hines Ward got an interview for the head coaching job for the Houston Texans.
I seen that. I like it.
Some ain't right in Texas, though. Some ain't right in Texas.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I want him to start.
I was like, Hines, don't do that. There.
Well, no, I heard, hold up. What's the name? I heard that Brian Flores was a strong candidate with the Texans.
So Brian Flores has been interviewed. Jonathan Gannon, which is the Eagles' defensive coordinator, has been interviewed with the Texans.
And you know, Deshaun Watson and Brian Flores have history. So, do you think that would change?
There's no way Deshaun Watson is playing there.
He don't want to stay in Houston.
Regardless of with Brian, that was about to be my question.
Right. He don't want to stay in Houston. That's the problem. I mean, Houston, no pun intended, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, many problems.
Right.
Cliff, I was going to say, one of the things that I know we're talking about coaching, and you said you didn't really feel like anybody was like a good fit for the Raiders, but have you thought about some of the coaches that are going to come from college and go to the NFL?
No, I haven't, but I've included them somewhat in my pick, right? Because you weren't on last week's episode, and I was talking about the only way the Raiders succeed is if the Raiders get a coach that is going to bring in his team and take full responsibility of the Raiders moving forward. That's what they tried to do with Gruden, and
that shit failed.
So you wouldn't like Harbaugh?
No, because Harbaugh doesn't have the balls to do it. Harbaugh's not going to say, "I'll get rid of everybody else y'all had. I'm bringing in my squad. And if I don't succeed, you can get rid of me." Harbaugh's not that kind of guy. Harbaugh's the type of guy that'll ride with Carr just because it's clear they like him and see what next year holds. And that's not going to work for the team. We may make the playoffs next year, but if I'm reading my crystal ball correctly, next year we don't get past the Chargers to get into the playoffs. Unless there are some clear moves that are being made in this draft and in the trade to get us right defensively and offensively, we don't get past them next year.
How many picks I got?
It sounds like your issue is really with Carr. You want somebody to kick Carr out.
Well, no, I really don't think it's just Carr. I think it's everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's their play style. It's everything. Like, it's like they play like the Bills. Like, you know how the Bills went on that 2-year run where they was the number one team with all these passing plays and no rushing plays. But that's also because they had their Josh Allen, right? In the same way Brady tried to force Antonio Brown them 15 passes, that's how they were doing Josh Allen. Well, get acclimated as fast as you can. And it turned out he was built well enough to do so, and look where he's at now. But on the other hand, the Raiders play that same way as if they have somebody that can do what Josh Allen does. And they never have in the history. So it's like whoever's running your whole offensive scheme and everything needs to go. All of them need to go. Not just Carr, all of them. Clean the whole house. I'm so happy they got rid of Mayock. But
is this the same style even before Gruden? You feel like that it didn't change when Gruden came in?
So what I think happened, that's an interesting question. What I think happened is there was an era when the Raiders had, who was it? If I'm not mistaken, it was Michael Bush and who was the other dude? Not Garner.
Worst name, Charlie Garner.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Charlie Garner. I'm not sure.
I was during the Rich Gannon era. Rich Gannon, Charlie Garner.
No, then that wasn't him. Then it was who was it? We got him from somewhere else.
Michael Bush. Wait, from somewhere, like a different team.
Michael Bush was the big running back we put in on short yardage, first down.
Right. How many years ago was this?
This was probably 2015, 14.
You're thinking of a running back?
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
We got him from somewhere. Like, it wasn't a draft pick, I believe. I think we traded for him.
Was he kind of like a power runner?
He was a mix. Like, he wasn't really power, but
let me look it up.
He would still take a hit.
Derek Carr, Latavius Murray.
Is that who I'm thinking of? That was after, I believe.
This is the 2015 Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr, Latavius Murray,
give me the running backs.
Latavius Murray and Marcel Reese.
No, so it was with Michael. Like I said, Michael Bush was on the squad, so it would be. I'm thinking before
earlier than.
Try 14.
I would even try 13, 12, 13. But what I'm getting at while he's looking that up, go ahead.
Darren McFadden.
Darren
McFadden and no, there was a time where Michael Bush and McFadden were both on there at the same time, and Michael Bush was the power runner and McFadden was the,
agility.
Right. And at that point they were almost too run heavy. And I think that changed before Carr got there, or before Gruden got there. But when Carr got there, they started letting him throw more and more, and it took the run away. And I think Gruden just kind of adapted to their system. Like, this is what they already been doing. Let me allow it without really breaking it down and saying, no, we need this as well, because you notice they got Kenyon Drake last year too. Kenyon Drake with Josh Jacobs, and you didn't find a way to get your run game correct. They were throwing the ball to Kenyon Drake more than they were letting him run it, and it was like why? Like, you got two dynamic running
what
backs.
It is with them. I almost feel like like their offensive play calling is very predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense of like
some
to me, they don't call
Ohio
nothing.
State type shit.
I told you who your OC is. He's a nobody. I can't remember his name, but I told you the other week what his name
Greg
was.
Something.
No name. Yeah, like no name, nobody. Nobody. No offense.
I do remember you saying that, because neither me nor Mike Brown knew who the fuck that was.
Right. Greg Olsen.
Right.
Never heard of him.
Right.
Never heard of him. Damn, it's only showing my neck. Tell me to change.
It reminds me
I'm over here looking like no neck. I'm looking like no neck like this. I'm over here looking like damn, like no neck and shit. I'm like damn, where my neck at and shit.
Oh, Benzino.
Right.
Yeah, hit the showers. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
This nigga's stupid. She said Benzino. You Benzino Jr.
Yeah. That's what I'm changing my name to now.
Who got a neck?
Oh shit. That's hilarious. But let me ask you, while we on just random topics before we get into these picks.
Yeah.
Is that true about them drug PED test at Odell?
I hope not.
That was accurate information?
Yeah, I sent the article. Let me see what the source was.
That's some real hater ass shit.
Hold on, and he made a post on Instagram. Let me pull up his Instagram. It also kind of correlates to that situation.
That's some hater ass shit. Like, they just don't want him to succeed, huh? And it's not like he did. Listen, he balled out. Don't get me wrong. He finished with 4 receptions, 54 yards, 13.5 average, 31 long, 1 touchdown, and he had passing yards. He would have had a second touchdown, or he might not have got in. No, he would have got in. Would have been a second touchdown, but they called a holding on the play and called the play back.
They seen that, called it back.
He's doing something like super amazing.
It's
not saying that
he is, good. But he's clutch though. Like, just how he got them into the playoffs. He's clutch.
Since when has steroids made you clutch? Like,
well, they don't look at it like that.
I'm just saying, it's never enhanced somebody's catching ability. It just makes it strong. So it's like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, to me, like, if he really was tested, I mean, I would have to know what their testing pattern, what their testing pattern is before I get offended. But if he really was tested, like,
that's a good point.
Like, come on.
It was a random.
That's a good point.
It was a random. It was after his. It was a random.
Fuck that though. Fuck that. You ain't heard about nobody COVID since the playoffs happened, and you ain't gonna hear about it. If somebody got COVID during the playoffs, they just gonna have COVID out there playing in the playoffs. Nobody saying nothing about that, quick, didn't it? Right. So now performance. Now I was just being COVID tested, and now you gonna make me piss in a cup as well? Y'all niggas bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. That you just don't want my nigga to win. That's what it come down to. At the end of the day, you don't want my nigga to win.
So I just sent everybody in the group chat the story that Odell Beckham uploaded to his Instagram today.
Beat me up, Scotty.
After, he was notified he needs to be tested immediately or whatever for the performance enhancements, whatever. That's what he put on the street. He said how it started with him pretending like he's putting for the people on the audio who can't
that's
see.
Why they did it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
With the ice in my veins that the kids do. That's why they did that. And that ain't nothing but some old white man, some old owner watching the game. I'm telling you, he's on that. He's showing us that he's doing steroids.
Shooting it in his veins.
Right.
Yeah, he's showing us he needs to be tested.
Right. That's probably exactly how it went down, bro.
But you know what? It was probably the Cardinals, though. Mm-hmm. It was probably the Cardinals owner. It had to be.
I don't know. But that's crazy.
If you watched, like, the entire game, like, and not just looked at the stats, and you saw like the callbacks and like the situational catches, it was like he's here, like he's doing what we thought he was able to do,
what he used to do.
Right?
Yeah,
he's here. So it's of course you would be like, I didn't think, if you thought Odell was dead in Cleveland, of course you would think he's on PEDs doing this to us. Nah, he just has a better quarterback and a better team.
Because honestly, again, the Pez, it doesn't come down to hand-eye coordination. Like it just, that is not a factor. It doesn't enhance your coordination. It doesn't enhance your ability to,
right.
So it's just, you're just gonna be a little stronger. If we seen him out muscling people, then I could be like, okay, maybe he needs to get tested. He out here just manhandling folks, but we didn't see it. We literally just seen him.
Well, another thing that we have to understand as fans of the game is a lot of things that we take normally could be considered PEDs. Like, you buy protein shit from GNC that has a certain thing in it.
That's true.
You're getting popped on a PED test. So you can't even, like, just the shakes that a normal person would take, they can't take that. So it's not a situation when somebody says PEDs, immediately you think somebody shooting a shot in their ass or their arm. Right. But that's not what that means. That could just be something regular that they took that had the wrong thing in it that'll pop them on a professional drug test.
That's true. That's a good point.
And that's what, and that I just wanted to explain that because I know a lot of people will immediately jump to he's on steroids or taking TRT or some crazy. No, that's not what getting hit on a PED test means. Right. You could have just had a smoothie from the wrong shop that put the wrong protein shit in your drink. And because you're a professional athlete, that doesn't work, buddy. But go ahead.
No, all I want to say was there's a list. MLB has it, NFL, NBA, right. All have. There's a list of forbidden practices and procedures, and as long as you know that you ain't, within them lines, bro, have at it.
Right.
But like you said, it's ironic how he gets tested for PED, and of course, at the timing of it.
Mark, you remember when I worked at GNC?
Oh yeah.
I had this profession. Well, I don't know if he was professional. He had to have been, to be honest. He had to have been. He was a fighter though, but he wasn't no boxer. He did MMA. And he used to come in there for supplements and have me go over the back of the
box, whatever.
Right. With him. And like, I mean, of course, that's when it kind of opened my eyes, because he would tell me like, nah, I can't have none of this, or this in my system.
Right.
And I'll be like, yeah, well, these products do have that. And we would have to go over the back of the protein packs that we would buy. We have to go over each one to see which one. Yeah.
Suitable for him.
Right. And it's usually like that organic shit, or that, that we would never buy, but
that's a good point though.
Yeah, that shit
crazy. This is probably real. Their testing is probably very thorough, like you're saying.
But you think about it, when it's exactly like, let's say when you doing something like football or fighting, you don't want somebody juiced up in there.
Hell no. That's
especially if the person against them isn't juiced up as well. You just got a juiced up nigga against a nigga on regular.
But he's gonna whoop his ass.
Not always though. But more times than not, it's an advantage.
Give Canelo some fucking steroids. That nigga's knocking everybody out.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not.
He said, "Well,
I'm not gonna say nothing about it." But yeah.
But when's the last time somebody got in trouble for substances, like having a
football?
In football.
I couldn't name it.
Not drugs, not like
right.
Josh Gordon. But I'm just saying, like, I can't remember the last time somebody got tested positive for something that they weren't supposed to have in their system.
I agree. I couldn't name a time.
Hold on.
Not recent, at least.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah. Because I thought I heard of a few.
Oh, your boy, Gerald McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
6 games suspended.
Who? You said Kurt? Who? Colt McCoy?
Nah. Gerald the lineman from Tampa Bay. He used to play for Tampa Bay a couple years ago.
I'm not familiar.
Mm-hmm. He got smacked.
So it's been a couple years since somebody's been in trouble?
Hey,
it happened this year.
The biggest one, though, to y'all's point, that happened in recent years, I'm surprised y'all forgot, was y'all's boy Julian Edelman with the Patriots. Yeah. I remember what season it was, 2017 season, I want to say, or 16. He missed the first 4 games.
That was his dad.
That was his dad.
His dad made him do it. Well, allegedly.
His dad was hard on him.
Allegedly, the lawyer lady in the booth. What would you say, Brett?
What did he test positive for, though?
That's another question. Because like we said, that getting popped for PEDs doesn't always mean the immediate thought that comes to mind.
Right.
NFL places 20 players on suspended lists. This happened 5 months ago from Mike Floro, the ESPN guy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a list. Panthers back AJ Boye, suspended for the first 2 games. Bears defensive tackle Mario Edwards, 2 games. Browns Davion Davis, 2 games. I mean, there's been a lot. There's been 20 players this year that's tested.
Oh, for
20.
real?
Yeah.
But 20. Are these like, I'm not trying to bring anybody down, but are these like practice squad?
No, these are active. They're only active roster. Jared Valher, he was suspended 6 weeks. God, 6 weeks. Damn.
Oh, that nigga ain't cycle off fast enough.
Nah.
I'm just playing.
These are like they're players that are like well known on these teams. Like these are not just like these are all active rosters because the
you notice he naming all these names while his camera's off.
Yeah, that's because
He tried to be what was that show? What was that show where they had the people blacked out and they used to talk with the deep voice?
You mean like they was in hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Man, you know, that's why I got the blur vision, man. You know, I'm over here and
he was trying to rattle them off with his camera off.
Yeah, but there's 20 players. So, I mean, people been getting popped for them. Just not as much.
Yeah, they can't. But to Britt's point, though, they can't be live players because we hear about it.
I mean, it depends on it depends on the market. A lot of shit don't really be talked about. Motherfuckers be slapping shit under the rug. If they ain't an all-star player, if it wasn't Odell, would they even be talking about this?
Clearly not. That's why we just had to look it up because they're not really talking about it. But I think that's why probably because they are like waiting till now to test him, and it was like, was he the only one tested? I know it's random, and they like pick like 3 or 4 people. Like
he was targeted. He was targeted.
Right.
Yeah. That's why he made the post. That's why he is insinuated the feeling that he has or whatever because he wasn't targeted.
God bless Odell. Hop off his dick and Jalen Hurts' dick. Y'all riding dicks out here.
I'll hop on Odell. I'll hop on.
You stop it. Okay, we getting into these picks. We got 4 of them Jones before we get out of here.
All right.
So we should be able to knock these out real quick and then wrap it up with our hit the showers. We have 147, so this should be perfect timing here.
Well, let's get it.
All right. I got to put Britt's name down on the picks. All right. First game, Bengals Titans. I told
Ladies
you I
first.
think the Bengals going.
Bengals. Go Bengals. Go Bengals. Go Bengals.
And when they lose next week,
what's the spread? What's the spread you got?
I'm still
Bengals Titans because we haven't seen the Titans play. In that last game they played, what's the name did really, really well.
And we don't know who they
Tannehill
did really well. Is Julio back?
Yeah, he was back. He was back before he played the last game.
Did he?
So yeah, he played the last game. He had a touchdown. It was like I swear it was like his first. But the thing about Tannehill is he does not know how to throw to Julio. Like he has no idea. Not to go, hop off subject. You know how you can just like kind of put the ball in the air, like almost put a little air on it, and
She's saying exactly what. Continue saying what you
and let Julio grab it, go up there and get it. He has no idea how to throw it to him like that. He is still trying to zip it in there and pass it to him. Like you're not utilizing Julio Jones. Like Julio Jones is extremely strong. He's tall and he can jump. He's going to go get that ball 9 out of 10 times. He's going to come down with it. Just throw it in the air, just like a little toss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you got to do. So, but anyway, I was just saying that I think Julio probably got like one of his first touchdowns, last time they played because what's the name doesn't know how to throw it to him. But I'm gonna go with the Bengals, and I actually don't think it's gonna be a blowout. So I'm gonna say the Bengals by 7.
Okay, and I think I'm going 3. I'm going bing bang 3 of them things.
I'm going with Bengals, and I'm gonna go with Bengals by 10.
Don't try to rock with us.
Did you say 10?
No, I'm just saying with the Bengals in general.
Ain't no us, boy. You still with the Raiders.
If Tannehill actually shows up, I actually think an upset is brewing.
It wouldn't be considered an upset.
Yeah, Titans winning is
yeah, they're the higher seed,
right,
and they're in Tennessee.
Oh,
I don't think that matters.
Yeah, they're in Tennessee. Oh, that definitely matters.
I don't think that matters.
You don't think so? A home game?
I think that's better for Cleveland or for Cincy.
I mean,
the home game,
yeah,
the stadium, saying. But I feel like the weather, just in general, is going to be, a lot looser than playing.
Slightly warmer. It ain't going to be much warmer. It's going to be slightly warmer.
I think they good.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. gonna go ahead and take Tennessee on the upset, or not the upset, but the favorite. And I'm gonna go ahead.
He good for a tie.
I was thinking about it. I'll take Tennessee. I don't know. Is it gonna be 10, 14? Shit, we're gonna go 10. Go 10.
You look French the way you twisting that fucking beard of yours over there.
Right. Yeah,
right. What is that about? The little bottom. All right, we got Bills. Oh, and Mike said Titans 10 as well.
Hey,
Mike. He put them in the chat, so I had to write them down.
He said Titans 10?
Yeah, he said Titans 10. Next game, we got Bills Chiefs.
Woo! Where is it?
It's in Kansas City.
Have they played this year?
Have.
You said they have, Malcolm?
I believe
they have.
But I don't remember the outcome.
Who won?
I believe the Bills got the Chiefs. Hey Siri, who won the Bills and the Chiefs game?
That's Bills Bucks.
The Bills won 38-20 on October the 10th of last year.
We remember that you say that. Okay,
that's a nice little win. I gotta go with the Bills. Yep, Bills by 10.
Bills 10. Coach Mike said Bills 13. I'm going Bills, of course, because that's who I said I think is going to the bowl.
Win it all. Gosh, I don't want to see them in there, though.
I'm thinking like I'm going 8 of them things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going 8 of them things.
That's a shootout. Whoever plays defense,
I think it is a shootout, but I think that it ends with like a touchdown.
I think the Bills don't have a defense
to seal it off.
Bills 14.
It might not even be close. It might not even be close, actually.
It might not be.
What do you mean for which way? The Bills?
Yeah, like they might come out and kind of blow them out or have a good lead most of the game.
This is Patty Mahomes playoff Patty Mahomes.
Listen,
So,
but
playoff
Josh Allen ain't no joke neither, though.
He's not, but this is experience and a championship versus.
Now you said, listen, let me explain to you why I said Josh Allen is a future quarterback of the NFL. You said, what about Justin Herbert? He didn't have a Stephon Diggs on his squad. He didn't have a Cole Beasley on his squad, right? So when you look at a Josh Allen and a Josh Allen willing to run the way he is, they said the exact same thing on ESPN today that we said on the same episode last week when we said it's not a lot of DBs that are willing to take that hit head on with Josh Allen. Nobody wants to tackle him.
Right.
And being a quarterback that nobody wants to tackle, coming through the hole like that, that's like having a running back that can throw the ball. He's averaging 6.5 yards per carry with sacks included.
Yeah, I mean,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous when you think about it.
Juggernaut status.
Man, that's crazy. That's something to really be said about Josh. And I don't know if Patty can match all of that all around.
I was going to go with the Bills, but now I feel like we're just discrediting Patty Mahomes. We're just not giving him enough credit. So I'm going to have to say the Chiefs take the win.
Think about it before I write it down.
And they win by 6. Oh, I thought about Chiefs it. I processed 6. It.
I can't see it being
possible.
Close.
It's definitely possible.
Somebody's going to blow somebody out.
That's definitely
possible. It's going to be one or the other.
I got Bills.
Yeah, I got you on the Bills 14. All right, 2 more. We going to the NFC. Excuse me. We got 49ers Packers, and that's at Lambeau.
Now, I want to say the 49ers could pull an upset. But my boyfriend's favorite team is the Packers, so I like Aaron Rodgers, so I got to go with
Aaron
the Packers.
Rodgers is my guy.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
So wait.
Packers by 14.
Wait.
Ain't it to Lambeau? Woo.
And not to be that guy to wedge myself in between you and your boyfriend's pick. But is that your boyfriend's pick or is that your pick?
It's my pick.
Okay, there it is.
See, she had to think about it a little too long for me.
Nah, because I was trying to think about if he's saying like, that's did my boyfriend put me up to that?
No, not necessarily like that he put you up to it, but like, are you?
Do you feel
right? Like, are you just like leaning towards them because of such, or do you feel a certain way?
I'm the type of person where sometimes I pick my favorite players based off of how they look. Like when I used to like Odell Beckham Jr. So if my boyfriend likes the Packers, I like the Packers.
Man, sound like a portion going on over there, but we're gonna let it slide.
And you said Packers what? I'm sorry, what was the spread?
Packers by 14.
14, that's what I thought you said. Okay.
And another reason why I'm saying it is, and I have to look it up. I haven't done my research. I gotta see who's playing. I already told you my opinion on Trey Lance. He thinks a little too much. I think that Aaron Rodgers would, not that he's playing defense, but I just think that he would I don't think he would lose to him. I don't think he would lose to Trey Lance leading the offense. Just can't see it.
I mean, I could that definitely that makes logical sense. I mean, and I'm going with the Packers as well, but that makes logical sense. But the only thing that I get nervous about is those stats. Like I said, Rodgers being 6-6 against San Francisco and going into the game against a quarterback that you can't really game plan for. That makes the game a little rougher. Now, I'm not saying that the Packers can't apply enough pressure to where Trey Lance doesn't make dumb decisions. But if you're playing a Trey Lance, that's not a quarterback you can really game plan for, playoffs or not. And that's a chess game, like we've said.
Well, I don't know what the Packers, what their line is like. But if they can get in there, if they can get in there, it's going to be a problem because, again, Trey Lance does not make quick decisions. So my whole thing would be we got to get in there and somebody got to get in there quick.
Right.
And that's gonna rattle him enough to where I feel like the Packers could.
I think it would do the same to Garoppolo or Garoppolo. What Geronimo? Whatever his name is.
I don't think it would be the same. I think that
you think he'd be more poised?
Yeah, I think that he's a little bit more grittier in that sense. Like he's been there before. He's been through this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not anything new.
Right.
He has nothing to lose, and he has nothing to lose as well. They're already saying that he's gone. So he doesn't have. Yeah, he has nothing to lose.
But where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna? Who wants Jimmy?
Somebody
Jimmy got style. Jimmy got soul. What was that from?
Raiders.
I give $5. I cash that $5. Whoever said that? What's that from?
What's that movie with Eddie Murphy?
Jimmy got style.
Cadillac.
What's it called? You the closest that was gonna get it, and you wrong. Cadillac Records.
Yeah.
You thinking that what it was is anybody else got a shot? Nothing. Dream Girls.
Yeah, I was thinking it was something like that. Yeah.
That was where he dropped his pants.
I don't know why I thought it was. Was it Eddie Murphy?
Yep. It sure was.
Okay, I had the right person.
Yep. I thought you was gonna get it, but
I couldn't remember.
Whatever we was talking about. But I'm going with the Packers too. I was just asking the question, for the sake of entertainment. Damn, is that you, Mal? He shook his head.
That ain't me. No, sir.
Packers 12. Let's go.
You said Packers 12. I'm going. I think it's gonna be closer, to be honest.
I wanted to say 9, but
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be closer. Like it's going to be like 3, but you said Pac 17.
Yes, yeah, Pac 17.
What is this bitch?
Oh, I can't bring myself to say it, but if there is an underdog win, I think that would be the one.
See, 49er that's why game. I asked the question. That's why I was asking the question.
I can't say it though. I cannot commit to that.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to ask, just to be sure. That's your final answer?
Packers. Final answer.
There we go. I'm going Packers 8.
Yeah, see?
Nah. Packers 8.
Yeah. And then here's the last one, and I feel like this is the toughest one of them all, at least for me, because I picked one way, and I don't know if I still feel that way knowing all the information, and that is the Rams-Bucks.
Rams 6.
I do not want to see that. I do not want to see them. I don't. And I love Odell, but I don't want to see him. I gotta say, I gotta go with the Bucks still. Like, I don't want to see Tom go out second round. Like, he need to at least make it to the next round. So I'm going with, because I mean, either, you know why? You know, the NFL always is good for a good story, boy. Right. So the story is going to be this. No matter who, is either Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady,
right,
or it's Garoppolo versus Tom Brady. So I got to go with the Bucks because the NFL wants to see, they like a story, boy. So I'm going with the Bucks. Either way, they can spin that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a good headline.
Right,
it is.
Right.
Rams better not have no controversial fucking calls. I swear. Or I know that.
Well, the Rams
Bucks
are
Bucks by 12.
Bucks by 12. Okay. The Rams are fuck ups when it comes to like those dummy calls, but
better not be one, bro. Better not be fucking one.
Oh, it's gonna be. You can guarantee that. The question is, will it be less than 4? If it can be less than 4, I think they may be able to pull it out. But if they get more than 4 of them dumbass penalties, first of all, it's Tom Brady. You can't afford to get too many penalties in general. But I think my over-under for the win would be 4. Yeah. I feel like the Rams can still get 4 turnovers and still win the game, potentially. But I feel like
that sounds right. That sounds good.
Yeah, I like 4.
That's tough, though. I'm still going with the Bucks because that's how my bracket shows. Even though I'm leaning for the Rams, I'm going Bucks 3.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I want that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking the same. I think it's going to be a close game. Like you said, offensive line is out for the Bucks. They're injured. A lot of them are injured or banged up. Aaron Donald's a beast. Von Miller's a beast. Jalen Ramsey's out there.
He get in there, start roughing Brady up.
That's a problem.
It's a wrap.
That's an old ass problem. That's an old ass problem.
Brady gonna cuss everybody out.
But my whole thing is
some fucking protection out here.
Right, throwing helmets and everything. Right. It ain't even gonna be his helmet. He's gonna be throwing helmets on the sideline.
Yeah, man. He gonna call the owner. It's gonna be bad. They let him get touched.
What I will say is Tom Brady is the king of the 2-minute drill. So I do feel like as long as they keep it close, which I feel they will, he got the victory. If you give him 1:30 left in the fourth quarter, he's going to get you. I'm betting on the touchdown. Like if I had the opportunity at that point, I'm betting on the touchdown.
So you basically saying they got to come out and LA got to come out and kind of blow them out.
They got to keep up. They almost got to play it like the Falcons did in their Super Bowl, where they was up by like 21 at the half. Was it 28?
like 21-28. Yeah, and they got fucking torched.
Listen, and
the punter was.
They never scored again.
The punter was on the field every drive.
But the difference is, if they could pull something like that off, the Rams ain't letting. I don't care if it is Tom Brady. Rams ain't letting them come back from a 28, even 21-0 half. It's not happening. I don't see that happening, especially this year.
Too many weapons.
Because this year's Bucks don't look like last year's Bucks.
They don't. Oh yeah, that's a great point. They don't. And Chris Godwin? He's still hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh yeah, this is a different team. I mean, Gronk is still doing his thing. Brady Gronk connection is still there.
I forgot about him.
It's not enough.
Yeah, they don't have the wide receivers.
Mommy, you ready?
You got that boy Grayson.
And then well yeah, I mean we can wrap it up now for real. Who's y'all's hit the showers?
Dak, motherfucker. My nigga. Hand the ball to the ref, you fucking idiot.
I think I agree with that. I agree with the hand the ball off.
Can we?
But that might have been his call. They might have called the pass.
Can we? I mean, I give him the benefit of the doubt on that. I give him the benefit of the doubt as far as like
it was still a bad game.
You know, it's such a high intensity game. And it's last minute, you want to win, like your mind is all over the place. Like I feel like it could be easy to make a mistake like that. Like just thinking about trying to make the play happen.
Right.
It's a lot of pressure on him. So I'm gonna give him a pass. Like to me, it's not the end of the world. Like you know better next time. Like if he does it again, then it's an issue. But I mean, I can understand. He just messed up.
It is the end of the world.
You said it is. It's at least the end of the season.
Bruh, yeah. How many times we talked about this? 11 consecutive playoff appearances in no fucking championship game. You don't even get to your conference's game. Bro, how many times is Dallas going to be upset every year? As a Dallas fan, you're going to have seizures. It's not a safety. It's not healthy. It's not healthy to be a fan of Dallas.
Toxic.
Listen, when I said you wasn't on the podcast when I said, have you seen the compilation of the Dallas fans being upset about the loss?
Oh yeah. I seen a couple of.
Did you see the dude? Did you see the dude that threw the glass at the screen, punched it, ripped it off, and then shot the screen in the house?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you gotta look that up. These motherfuckers going.
He wasn't in the stadium, was he?
No, he was at his house. Like he had a glass of beer, and threw it at the screen, ran up and punched it, ripped it off the wall, and then pulled his strap out and shot it like 4 times and walked off.
Finished it like a deer on the side of the road.
Man.
Oh wow.
He was pissed. That's the only good thing that I like about watching that loss is see the Dallas fans. But I don't know if Dak is the culprit, but he can hit the showers. It could be the coaching staff.
And McCarthy, all of them.
Because the whole game they didn't run enough. It wasn't just that last quarter.
Speaking of that, real quick on hold on, Milk, do y'all hit your showers real quick, and then I'll take us out.
Hit the showers.
You thinking about
my hit the showers? I'll go real quick, Milk.
Yeah,
I'm short and sweet. My hit the showers is actually Stephen A. He keeps going ham on my boy Kyrie, and I just feel like it's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? He's being extra dramatic, and I'm cool on Stephen A's antics. So he is my hit the showers.
And it's crazy because I have to go directly after that because mine is to Charles Barkley. And it's for the very fucking same reason, talking about you don't want to talk about Kyrie anymore over the whole situation. I don't understand why anybody still wants to hear from Charles. Like, honestly, though. Like, why does it's almost like a situation where you're grandfathered in, like Congress type shit. You've been there too long, bro. Like your thoughts don't match up with everybody else's at the moment, and you've been there too long. It's time for you to move on, in my opinion. I'm not trying to take away nobody's bread, but I'm done hearing from Charles. Hit the showers. I'm just done. I'm done hearing from Charles. He's thrown out too many off kilter comments to me, where it's like, I just don't think I rock with you in general, to let alone want to hear you talk about other motherfuckers. And you're just a hater, and that's why they hired you, right? Because you never got a ring. So your whole moniker there is to be a heel and talk shit about other motherfuckers.
Oh, that's right.
Like, stop. I'm good
right.
with that.
That's right. I know my hit the showers. Hit the showers goes to Miami Dolphins for firing my boy Brian Flores after he got that win against the Patriots a couple of weeks ago, letting him go. I thought that was messed up after he got that dub.
Didn't they go on an 8-game win streak at the end of the season?
Yeah, towards the end of the season. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Like, they got to hit the showers. Mm-hmm.
Maybe hate. But no, all I wanted to say was
that would be the only coach I would somewhat kind of, I guess, respect. I guess coming to Oakland.
Right.
I would hire him, man. I like the way that he runs his organization and his team, and I like how the team plays hard and respects him. But to take us out, the question that I came across on ESPN was, if Dan Quinn or Kellen Moore leave Dallas, will Mike McCarthy be behind them? Would Dallas get rid of, because we understand that Dallas has a great offense on paper, and we understand that they know how to move the ball. And on defense, they know how to defend. So the question was posed, if Mike McCarthy is supposed to be a head coach and he's supposed to manage all of this, if Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn take any of these coaching jobs, is your boy Mike McCarthy out of there?
You think? Are you asking if McCarthy is going to leave on his own, or if Jerry Jones is going to get rid of him?
Release him, because right now, right, you seen that they lost in the first round. I keep bringing up the statistic that they've had 11 years without NFC Championship appearance, and I know Jerry's tired of losing these years every year like this. So the question is going to be, if Dan Quinn, who's the, what is it, defense coordinator, if he leaves and takes that coaching job and whatever fucking job, he got like a million offers. If him or Kellen Moore leave, is Mike McCarthy going to be out? Are they going to Jason Garrett him? Is what I'm saying.
I am not sure, but I do think Jerry Jones is going to do something. I don't know if it's with him. I don't know if it's with, fucking Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know. He's going to do something, though. That's my response to that. Like, I don't think he's going to let this team ride in the way that they just ride it out. It's not going to be the same team. What he's going to mix up, I don't know. But I almost feel like if he does not get, like, he wants a playoff or a Super Bowl bad, and he knows that his time is, like, with the players he has, is like running short.
I thought you were saying in general.
I mean, he might feel that way too. Shit. But like I said, I just feel like he's gonna make a change. And if that change doesn't work this year, he getting rid of everybody next year. The following year. So I do think he's gonna do something. I just don't know what. I don't know if it's gonna be coaching staff. I don't know if it's gonna be players, but something is gonna change. Okay. So if they don't get it, whatever it is, if it ain't right this year, like I said, next year he's emptying the clip.
And that's including McCarthy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think he stays regardless, right? Because if you have the potential of losing those two pieces, you don't want to start all the way over.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to ease your way into that change. And if that means I can at least keep a head coach that got me to the playoffs, didn't quite get past the first round, I'm still going to keep that, as opposed to shipping them out and getting somebody new the very next year. that's almost a situation where I give you a bubble year, so to speak, to see what you do with it.
Okay.
In my opinion, but Dallas is Dallas.
How you feel about it?
Sucks.
How you feel about that? You think if the offensive coordinator out, boy, Mike McCarthy's out of there?
That's you, Mount.
What you said, Josh Gannon?
Nah. Kellen Moore I believe is the offensive coordinator, and Dan Quinn is your defensive coordinator. So in Dallas, the question was because Mike McCarthy is falling short. He fell short in Green Bay. That's why his ass was out of there.
Right.
Love you too.
Is he a great enough coach if he should lose or defense coordinator or both? What happens if he loses both of them in the offseason due to other jobs? Is Mike McCarthy right behind all of that? He's out of there.
I mean, Mike McCarthy's not a good coach. I never liked Mike McCarthy as a coach. I always said he only won a ring because of Aaron Rodgers' team that he had. I mean, he just happened to be there. You know what I mean? But I think he definitely gets fired eventually in Dallas. I think Jerry's going to come to his senses eventually and let him go.
But get rid of him next year?
I mean, look at all the potential coaching people right now that are out there in the market. You know what I'm saying? There's a long list. So you throw yourself
into that bunch is what you said.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, like I got you, but I'm looking. Like we're in an open relationship. If I'm Jerry Jones,
just like a man.
If I'm Jerry Jones, we're in an open relationship, Mike McCarthy. We're together, but I'm also looking on the side as well.
All right.
But we'll see how you do because I may actually end it. It may go from an open relationship to I'm moving on.
All right.
That's how Jerry Jones does anyways.
Nah,
an open relationship kind of guy. Open relationship kind of guy. Allegedly.
Well,
allegedly.
That's a good point to wrap us on. Shit. Open relationships.
Open relationships.
Are they welcome in Dallas?
Must be.
Find out on next episode of Hit the Shot.
Right. More to come. Check us out this Saturday. 6:30 p.m.
Like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Do anybody else got anything to take us out?
Yeah.
Nah, but I love y'all. Y'all be safe. We out of here.
All right.
Let's go bingo.
Eagles will fly high next year.